I just wanted to share some of the magic that you can experience when you do involvement work, and also some of the language barriers that separates the academic approach to the actual stakeholder groups.
Yeah.
So we are going to use Culture Harbour as an example, and tell you about the Culture Harbour. Is in the heart of development of Sørsia in Ålesund, and in long term, it's going to be established culture school, theater, library here. But as probably all you know, it takes time, really long time, to establish things like that in the city. So until these functions are established, we will accommodate a number of temporary activities here. We will have a playground, we will have micro houses, a sauna, a little park, of course, we're going to have grow vegetables and a lot of activities down there. And now it's just a parking lot. So when we were going to establish the physical things here, we actually had, it was going to go from a parking lot in a cruise harbor to a livable, breathing, green, awesome city urban space in 3 weeks time. Yeah, so you know, small budget, lots to do. And the things, normally we have all this plan, you know, for inclusion. What are our stakeholders, who we're going to talk to? And sometimes we speak the kind of language that the stakeholders don't relate to, which has also really happened with me. For 25 years, I've been working with social sustainability. And this time we were like, okay, we have 3 weeks. We're going to make a park, build some houses, and do some stuff. We need help. And the involvement in planning all this obviously been broad and going on for a couple of years. But we have to use every opportunity that we have to try to get people on board. This is an area that no one ever visits, you know. No one goes there except cruise tourists. They go there, but the community and the population of Ålesund never goes there. So we have to make them come. Okay, the most Norwegian way of doing anything, if you're in a hurry or you need help, you do dugnad. The only Norwegian word that are not directly translatable into English, it's the dugnad. And every Norwegian now here is thinking, yeah, you know, dugnad is good and something that you really have to do. It's required. If you are Norwegian, you come to dugnad. If you live in an apartment building, you have dugnad every summer. Removing weed, planting, everyone comes together. So we made a dugnad. We talked to the county. Can you help us out? Yes, they could. So we got students, we got craftsmen, apprentices, we got contractors, and everyone, 35, 40 people coming down there, working together to build the Culture Harbour. Okay, very ambitious. And the main thing, of course, was to do all this. Yeah, it's the dugnad. Thank you. Was to actually build something, because inclusion and involvement by doing something together, doing the physical things together, actually matters. And it has a huge impact on the communication lines here. So there we were, a lot of 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. Some professional contractors, obviously, overseeing with the safety and everything. And me, the least handy person any of you will ever meet. So they asked me, you want to help? Oh, you know, I dreaded that, because they had drills and saws and everything. And I was like, oh, this is not going well. And I was very honest. I felt small. I felt inferior, because I was standing there, the academic, with absolutely no skills. And then a 16-year-old kid comes up to me and he says, you want some help? Yeah, I do. I can help you. See, I can do this, and you put in this, and you help. All right. And I actually I did it, and not to the good level, but I actually made a small little piece of a furniture that was going to be on the Culture Harbor. I never done it before ever in my life. He he just took me under his wing. He's 16 years old, and he just wanted to include me. And he didn't have any, and he didn't have any. Uh, he didn't want anything. He didn't have an agenda. He didn't stand there with an Excel sheet to cross off all the inclusion work we're going to do in our projects. He just did it because he really wanted us to do something together and to help me, because he can do something that I can never do. He can create the physical spaces. And then it turned out during the conversation we had a lot in common. Obviously, we love football. He supports the wrong team, but you can't hate him for that. And all of these things, this is inclusion for me, because it goes both ways. And we are making all the plans to include people, but they are including us. They are helping us to be better and to understand the project even more. And this is target groups that I would never ever get my hands on otherwise. 60 and 70-year-old carpenter apprentices in Ålesund, getting them to meet up in an inclusion, diversity arrangement or event, that's not going to happen. We tried for 3 years, so I know it's not going to happen, but this helped. So then I asked them, can I ask you if I have things that I would like to know, can I ask you? Can I send you an email? And then he said, email? You can send me a snap. All right, I can send you a snap. I'm not very good at snap, but can you teach me? And he could. And this is just during that day, this is one example of maybe 20 I could come up with. This inclusion and this event helped us build stuff, helped us learn a lot of things about each other that I would never, ever have been able to learn in any other way. And I think the fact that he helped me a lot more than I helped him, and it's just a language, when I talked about spatial awareness and why we're doing this and the sustainability, and he said, aren't we just building spaces that is cool to hang out? So that's one way to put it. Maybe the best way to put it. So it really, really helped me, and I learned so much from it. And the whole project now is up and running, and we did it in 3 weeks. We made the park, and we made the houses, and we made all the sitting arrangements. And we keep developing, of course, but for me, this is the most inspiring day in 25 years of doing this work, because the way that and I think, and he was like, I wasn't good at school, and I wanna put that out, because we all work with different kind of social groups. He said, I was so bad at school. What school? Because you're obviously not bad at this. Oh, you mean then that school, the one that we're all supposed to fit into, we're all supposed to be good at. You're not good at that school. Well, you're pretty damn good at this. So yeah, now I can calculate, I can do things. Yeah, you can, And he actually added me. I got 15 ads on this Snapchat thingies after this dugnad. Would never ever happen before. My son has never added me, he tries to hold a little distance. But these kids, they have been messaging me, they've been snapping me. Can we do this in the Culture Harbor? Can we have mini golf? Can we have this? Yes, we can. If you are going to help me build it. Because I can plan it, I can think it, I can make the strategy, but I can never, ever, ever do this. I need you to do this. So now we're making mini golf, and the first hole, his name, a little sign, with his name on it. The first hole in that mini golf course belongs to him. So by just being humble and open and just listen, it's just amazing. This is the magic of what we're doing. For me, this is the magic.